Alright guys, we're gonna be doing this oil pump on this 1995 Chevy 1500. Fucking oil pressure drops to 0 psi. So we're gonna put in a high velocity oil pump, new gaskets, all that shit. So I'm gonna be showing you guys how to do that shit today. And this goes for any Chevy trucks, 88 to I believe 99. This is a 350 5.7. Goes for 305s. I don't even know if these things have 305s, but same shit, almost same shit, whatever. Alright, well, first things first, you gotta drain out the oil. Fuck this little dog. Ace, my little Ace, he's gonna help me today. Check him out. My little helper today. And it is windy outside, so we're probably gonna make a fat ass mess with the oil. Stand by, stand by. Alright, whatever. Excuse my little dog. Hey, get over there. Alright, so I already have my truck up on little ramps. I should probably have jack stands just in case anything, but this truck's lifted enough to, it wouldn't crush me if it falls, so make sure you guys put jack stands up. But me on the other hand, fuck it. Alright, and then this is your oil pan, oil plug, oil filter. Gotta take all this shit off. Has a lot of I believe right there, that's a 13 mil. The rest are 10s. We gotta take off both of them on both sides. But first, we're gonna drain out the oil. My plug's a 14 plug. Yours could be a 15 or any kind of socket, depending on the kind of plug you have. But most likely they're 14 or 15 mils. So yeah, we're gonna break that shit loose. And then strain that shit out. Not even a drop of oil on me. Hopefully this wind doesn't take the oil, makes a fat ass mess. But honestly, it's a pretty clean truck. I believe it had a rebuilt transmission. It has a floor shifter, aftermarket. Looks pretty dry down here, honestly. I got this truck for free. Shout out to my homie James. He wrecked this truck and ended up fixing it. It's running now and everything. It runs pretty good. So plans are to keep fixing it, hopefully drop it. I got the whole air ride suspension for the back. That's upcoming. So stay tuned for that. Let this shit drain out. Look how clean this oil is too. You can see through that shit. It's none of that dark ass, black ass shit that you guys be having in your cars. Make sure you guys change your oils frequently. Or on time at least. So yeah, let that shit drain out. In the meantime, we're gonna take off this oil filter. She's probably on tight. Yep. I got these fat ass plier things. Ooh, about to break that shit loose. Dog's trying to get over here, help me out, but Ace, no. No, get over there. Ace, get over there. Oh, that shit's really on there. Sorry guys for the bad camera views, but I'm doing this one-handed. I'm by myself, so It's kind of hard sometimes, but we'll get it done. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna put you guys down. See if I can angle you guys. All right, cool. Maybe I'm tiny. Yeah, I think a motherfucker's tiny. I'm gonna put this fucking up close so I'm gonna make a mess. Okay, so my dumbass was fucking tightening. Don't do that. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Backwards though, so for me it's the other way around. You gotta learn that. So yeah, when you listen to filter, oil's gonna come out too, so be ready for that. Not a lot, but it will come out. Just let that shit sit. Try not to make a mess. And then I'm gonna go get a trash bag so I can toss that filter in there. And there's my homie Ace. Or actually, I'll put it in here. This is gonna be the new oil pump that we're installing. Now he's just in the bag. Trash bag. Get a rag. This should drain out a little. Fuck the rag got oil on it, but fuck it, we'll throw away the rag too. Alright. So after all that, just let it drain out. Dog's trying to play. Bad time to play right now. Shh. Alright, probably get like some paper towels or something. Just wipe down the rest so it's not dripping on your face while you try to take it off the oil pan. So no. Alright. Just wipe that shit off. Probably shouldn't be using this, leave it in there and stuff, but whatever. Probably end up LS swapping this over time. Cause LS swapped the road, the homie says. You know who you are when you see this shit. Alright. So once that's like that, we're gonna start taking off the bolts. You can barely see it over here because of the oil cooler lines, but I'll show you on the other side. Let me just go ahead and move this and I'll be taking off all these screws. These two back ones are 13 mils. 13, and then the rest of them are 10 mils. They go all the way down, and they're gonna have two more 13 mils all the way at the end. So there's 4 13 mils each corner, and then the rest are 10 mils. Same thing on this side. These are, you can move them over a little bit, just enough to get the socket through there. What I'm using is a 10mm extension and the ratchet. Alright, so quick update. There's some bolts for the oil pan that are like right above the cross member, so it's really hard to get a ratchet through here. Just use a wrench. This is a 3/8 wrench, and it's gonna take some time, but you can work in here, or also try going from the front to the back, and it gives you more space to work on. I already took out all the bolts. Ran into a little problem here. There's 3 more bolts behind this thing. We can't get to it, so we're gonna need to remove this oil, where the fuck it's called. It's just 2 long screws. So one's right here, one's over here, like this. I already took one out, and it is T or H14. I don't know what the fuck the squared ones, whatever. I don't know. I already took it out, but I'll put it back together so I can show you guys how you take it out. You literally just unscrew both of the things, and it doesn't, I guess it'll fall out just like that, or sometimes you have to smack it around, or you just give it a good pull down and it'll come out. And then just go ahead and set it down. Another thing that I forgot to mention was keep track of your bolts the way you take them out. I like to stick them in a box. I remember one time I did an oil pump and it had different size screws, and I messed them all up and I didn't know which one was which. So try to stay organized as much as possible. These are looking the same size, but better be safe than sorry, because then later on you're gonna be having a headache trying to put it back together. And these are the screws I was telling you about that were behind this thing. There's 1, 2, 3, the last one. And then and yeah, so I'll be right back once I get those out. Okay, so once you get these metal things off, these metal things are on the side of the oil pan. Basically, it's so it evens out the pressure when you tighten up all the bolts. Take them off, pan's gonna drop a little. Sometimes, depending on the position that your crankshaft's on, it'll get caught up front like this, and you can't take it out. You keep wiggling it, and it won't come out. What you got to do then, it's get the crankshaft bolt, which is right here, that middle one. In this case, it's a 16mm. You put a socket on it, turn the motor over the way the belt spins. So while you're turning that, is positioning the crankshaft a different position, so that way it won't hit right here, and it gives it room to drop. I already did that, so it'll come out really easy. And that's what I mean. That's the crankshaft right there, and that's hitting the pan, so it won't come out. But I turned it already, so it gives a space for the oil pan to come out. So I can drop the pan right now, and then just give me 1 second real quick. I don't know if you guys can see, but alright, I don't know if you guys saw that, but that's that. The oil pan right there. This is your oil pump. This oil pump filter, the oil pump's right here. So that's how it looks. And this is what we're gonna be replacing the oil pump. We're probably gonna reuse this. If not, I'll probably go buy a new one. Once I take it off, I'm gonna take a good look at it. Make sure there's no like big chunks of dirt or anything clogged. If it looks good, then we'll reuse it. If not, we'll go buy another one. Either way, I need to go still buy the oil. I'm probably gonna buy some paint, clean this shit up, paint it, the oil pan. I like to paint everything I do. And another thing you can do while you're down here, you could grab these the piston rods. Just give them a shake, good shake. Make sure they don't have a lot of play in them, because a lot of time when the your oil pressure drops, like in this case, it may or may not be your oil pump. It could be the rods, I mean the bearings inside the rods, inside the caps, that makes it lose pressure. But yeah, so you can give them a good little wiggle, see what's really going on. So yeah, stay tuned. We're gonna take this off right now. It's gonna be a couple seconds. I'll be back. Alright, so there's the oil pump. And then we got a 16 mil. This is the screw that you want to get. So it's not these two. It's this one right here. Right in the middle. 16 mil. I wish I had someone else to hold the camera for me. Please give me 1 second. See if I could put you guys down. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's kind of hard doing this by yourself, but 16 mil. Alright, yeah, this is our pump. And you got 3 screws, but it's not this one or this one on the side. It's the one right in the middle right here. This is the one you want to take off. The other two are I believe it's a main cap for the crankshaft. So yeah, don't take that one off. Use this one right here. So 16 mil. You should be able to. You gotta give it some wiggles. Give me a second. Alright, I don't know if you guys can see there, but there you go. And this is what spins your oil pump. The other piece drives up with your distributor. So your distributor goes through here and then controls your oil pump. So the faster you go, the faster the distributor goes and spins this faster, creates more oil pressure for your truck. You hear that? I don't know if that's a good or bad, but good thing we're replacing it. Alright. Alright, so that's the old oil pump. This is a new one. This is a high velocity oil pump. So, meaning it's going to get more oil pressure than a normal one would. But that's what I want because in this case I really don't know if it's the bearings that are bad or if it's just the oil pump. But I'm hoping that the high velocity, if it is the bearings, I'm hoping that the high velocity oil pump will keep the pressure up until I could outlet swap this truck. So if you're going to reuse oil filter, I really can't find a way to take it off besides prying it off with the flathead, it has like a little ring right here. Hit it with the hammer and you just keep working it and it'll eventually pop off. That's how I always take these off. So let me see if I can show you guys. Just really not a way that I can show you guys. So just give me 1 second. I'll be back once I get it off. So literally you set it right there and then you just pull it right out. It's not deep in there, so it'll come out pretty quick. So I think I'm gonna reuse this one. Honestly, I'm just gonna go get some brake cleaner or car cleaner, whatever. Just spray it through there, spray all that off. Just reuse this one, to be honest. And basically, once it's clean, you stick it into the hole of this little oil pump. And oh, never mind. I guess we're gonna need to get a new oil filter because this one's too big. It's a different size. So that wasn't a problem before when I used to do these all the time. So I guess new one it is. So I'm gonna go to the parts store. I still need to go get oil, and I'm probably gonna get some paint so I can paint the oil pan. So stay tuned. Alright, so I got the new oil pan gasket on. It's pretty easy to put on. The kit should come with those little blue things. You screw them into the little holes where the oil pan bolts go, and then you push it up there and that will hold it in place while you put on the oil pan. Makes it easier. Put a little silicone on the edges. It's just something I do just to make sure it seals up better. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on the oil pump now. Oil pan. Right, so it's on now. When you get these metal things on, start from the inside out. Start tying them inside out. You don't want to go super tight. You just want to go. You feel it nice and snug. You don't have to go too tight. There is torque specs if you guys want to do it the proper way, but nice and tight will be fine. Just don't go super tight. Yeah, so I already tied down all the bolts, so everything's on. Nice and good. Now I need to put this thing back on. I believe the oil pan gasket kit comes with the new gasket for this. If not, I'm just gonna put silicone on here so they dry off. So yeah, I'll be back. Alright, so I was able to put this back on. The gasket kit for the oil pan did come with the 2 gaskets that go in here. And then, like I said, one bolt there, one bolt there. Bolt it back up, that's good. So now we're basically done. We just need to put on the oil filter, add oil, start it up, let it run, make sure it doesn't leak. So we're gonna crawl back under here just to double check everything. So stay tuned. Alright, so I added oil and the oil filter's on already. So let's start it up and see what it does.